feel the fall air and the sunshine. Stay buckled up though, Deb. Okay, it is way too nice outside. We need to get the heck out of here. So I'm gonna go grab Deb and we're gonna get out of here. Deb?
Yeah?
Pause whatever you're doing.
Why?
It's a beautiful day outside and we just need to go outside. Get out of the office for a little bit. I'm taking you somewhere.
You're taking me
I'm
somewhere.
not sure quite where yet, but let's grab your stuff. We're heading out.
Twist my arm.
All right, here she comes.
All right.
Let's go, Deb.
And I could stick my head out there.
Oh my gosh. I got her out of the office. I got us both out of the office. Look at this. How do you do this? Ooh. Nope, that's closing it. We're trying to open the sunroof.
Yeah, I want to crawl out.
How does it? This one. Slide. There we go.
Oh, fun. Look at that. It even has
Feel the fall air and the sunshine. Stay buckled up though, Deb.
She treats me like a child.
How you sad? Do you think I should stand up? Like, no. We're moving.
I'm being kidnapped, just so you know. I'm
This is-
safe right now.
Do you feel safe at home?
I feel safe at home.
Just not in my car. I kidnapped you and we're headed somewhere on this beautiful day. I promise I'll bring Deb back safe to the office.
I think I know where we're going.
You could buy flowers here.
I
Plants,
could
if
buy
you'd
flowers here. Red Truck Pizza, Farm and Farm Market, Thousand Hills, all the things.
Like. We love their pizza. Here we are. Dill pickle? You gonna do dill pickle?
No.
Oh yeah, you don't like pickles.
No.
I remember that.
We had a meeting today about the upcoming annual banquet. So I was visiting with one of our events committee members, and she recommended, with the theme, you know, Boots, Scoot, and Bash, it's kind of country, cowboyish. She said we should have pickles on a stick.
Yes. I vote yes.
No.
Well, I
That's a
think
big
that would be
no.
a fan favorite. People would remember Monticello Chamber's annual banquet. They had pickles on a stick. That would go over well.
Yeah. What do you think, guys? Pickles on a stick?
Yes, 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 yes. All right, ready for pizza? Can you smell that in the air?
Yes, we need a scratch and sniff on the screen.
What does it smell like?
Wood fire pizza.
Wood fire pizza.
Yum.
Plants and pizza. Here we are. Got us out of the office. We're ready for wood fire pizza.
It's a beautiful day.
But before the pizza is done, we only have 8 to 10 minutes to jump on and do our chamber chat here. We wanted to touch base about last week.
Oh, wow.
What an amazing week. Thanks to everyone who joined us at Leadership Development Conference we had with John Grassi last week.
That was fun.
That was a lot of fun. I have some clips and some photos, so we're going to have you experience that along with us to see how great it was.
My name is John. I prefer to be called John. I suspect you will come up with their own nickname momentarily. Why is it the moment you get a group of people together, some people like to throw their weight around from side to side? Sound familiar? Okay.
Yeah, that was the first time we've collaborated with I-94 West Chamber, and it was fun to see how many members that we share. And thank you again to Sweep Home for being our beverage sponsor for the event. That was great.
It was a great event, great turnout.
Yes.
And then Wednesday last week was another busy day. We had the paid leave presentation.
Yes, we started with breakfast with Excel Energy at the community center, and they gave us their updates on the Sherco plant and the Monticello nuclear plant. And then we headed over to Buffalo for the paid leave, and there were about 200 people in that room. That was
Packed.
amazing.
The room was packed.
Yes. And then after that, we had a meeting of the Central Minnesota Chamber Executives, along with the Minnesota Economic Development. They do a quarterly chamber summit, so we had that as well on Wednesday. So if you could fit it in on Wednesday, we did it.
It was a packed day, but great information all week long. Now here we are, another great week.
We have a lot of things going on this week too. This whole month actually. So keep an eye on the calendar because we've added a lot of new things with candidate forums, school levy opportunities for you to learn more about that. Wednesday we have the business after hours, and then there's also the bucket sale or ladies night at Runnings on Wednesday too, so don't forget about that. And then Thursday is the young professionals. What are they doing on Thursday?
They're doing vision boards.
Fun.
Yeah, so the Young Professionals group is in the conference room, the Chamber Conference Room, Suite C, doing vision boards on Thursday. So if you're part of that group or want to learn more, please let us know. We'll get you signed up. But October lunch this month is Dr. Stephen Lose from Central Minnesota Mental Health Center.
It's going to be an amazing presentation, and that is sponsored. That lunch is sponsored by LRS.
Wonderful. And that's our special event. So it's pre-register, so you get the pre-registration rate, $35, and our caterer is Style Catering. I'm hoping she brings her lasagna. And remember the last time we were out there, she had us sample one of her other.
Oh yeah, what were they called? Carmelitas, yes.
Oh, Stacy, if you're watching this, we love the Carmelita. I mean, all her food is good. The special K bars are good, but the Carmelitas,
Yeah, maybe she'll bring some of each.
combination of both.
Yeah.
Are you looking for us? Is that our pizza?
Nope, not yet.
Oh,
Oh,
all right.
well, bummer. Got me all excited.
The smell is just wonderful out here.
Yes, it is.
Are we drooling, just smelling?
Right.
It's really amazing. Well, we have a business spotlight interview.
Yes, that's coming up real soon here.
Yes.
Stick around.
So stick around in this episode. We want to share a business spotlight interview with you. We are interviewing Heather and Nick from St. Cloud Financial Credit Union, and they're going to share all things with us about who they are, what they do, how they do it, and we're excited to do this interview with Heather and Nick.
Thank you for pulling me away from my desk.
Aren't you glad I kidnapped you and here we land amongst the plants and pizza? Thanks guys, we'll see you next week. Bye-bye. Reveal wood fire pizza, red truck.
Yeah.
Here you go, reveal. Oh my gosh. Look at that beauty. Okay, done.
Oh my. I'm gonna take this piece right here because I like mine a little crispy. They have burnt toast kind of girl.
Oh my gosh, I'm drooling over here. 10 stars. I'm reading your mind. 10 out of 10.
Easily 10 out of 10. You gonna have a piece?
I'm gonna try a piece. I'm excited. My turn to try this 10 out of 10 pizza. All right, ready? Get my hair out of my mouth. If you haven't tried Max's Red Truck Wood Fire Pizza, you have to. Thursdays at Farm and Floral Market. He's here only weather dependent now, weather permitting, as he's wrapping up the season, but oh my gosh, so good. 10 out of 10 for sure. Well, hi everyone. You are joining Kristina and Cole from the Monticello Chamber office, and we are excited to have guests with us today, Heather and Nick from St. Cloud Financial Credit Union. Tell us a little bit about the history of the credit union and how did it all begin?
So I've been around for 95 years. Started off with serving postal workers, and over time we've expanded our reach to talk to and serve members in 7 different counties. But we recently launched a foundation that really allows us to allow anyone to be members. So anybody who lives, works, or worships in our 7-county area, which you can find those on our website, are able to apply and become members. And then if you're outside of that, just a small donation, $15, that helps people who have terminal illness. You can also be a member of the credit union.
Very cool. Did I hear the bank has been around for 95 years this year? That's incredible.
It really is, and we're having just a historic year. We serve members in Albertville, Becker. Heather works out of Becker, I work out of Albertville. And we also serve kind of in our northern market, Sartell, Sauk Rapids, St. Cloud as well. So just we've seen record growth, and I think that just goes to show that, our leadership team, our executives, and our members really care about the credit union, and when people participate, I think that definitely just the referral, word of mouth, boots on the ground kind of marketing efforts that we do really go a long way.
So you guys are a credit union opposed to like a traditional bank. What made you guys choose that instead of just a regular bank?
Good question.
So credit union is really derived off of a cooperative model where members are putting in funds collectively, and then that collective pool of funds is used to serve all the members. And it's really a community-driven culture organization. And so if you go back to our origins, credit unions really began off of the idea of how farmers kind of came together when there were challenges with production, crops, limited finances, things like that. And so they came together and formed a cooperative style, and then essence for the credit union model, so to speak. We're flipping to modern time now. The real big difference between a credit union and a bank really comes down to fee structure. We have some fees. Our fees are very limited and minimal, especially in comparison to larger commercial chain banks.
I think too, just like when you look at like the ownership of a credit union versus a bank, right? Like a bank has typically a corporation or shareholders that are making profits, right? So, when you have higher interest rates or lower dividends and then higher fees, right? Like usually like a family or, a board is looking to be profitable, where a credit union is owned by its members. So when you become a member, just a simple $5 deposit into a savings, you then get access to all of our products and services where, let's say, open up a checking account. We pay you for the checking account versus, right, you maybe are not getting anything and you're paying a fee at a bank, or maybe your loan for an auto is 12% at a bank where we're like, hey, how about a 4% auto loan, and much lower fees. So I think the whole point is any funds we make, right, the difference between the dividends we pay out and then the loans and the interest, those monies go back into our members' hands instead of, let's say, like a family who owns a bank.
Thank you for that distinction. That really helps clearly kind of separate the definitions between both. That was helpful.
So as for your members, are they a specific type of group that you're leaning towards, or is it kind of just like a wide variety?
Really good question. The nice thing about working for St. Cloud Financial is that we don't just cater to one specific type of group. Like when credit unions originated, right, it was like, hey, if you work at a post office, come and bank here, right? Or hey, if you live in this county, you can come and bank here, right? Or maybe it's healthcare workers, whatever the case is. We like to kind of meet members like where they're at, right? And so like depending if it's consumer or business, or you're buying a home or an auto loan, or you're retiring, you want to make the most out of your investments, we have really strong products and services that kind of meet the members where they're at. So we like to kind of start with a conversation, you know, and then we kind of will tailor our services based on your unique needs.
So how does technology come into play with how you serve your customers?
Technology actually plays a huge part, and we're trying to meet our members where they're at. And so we want to make sure that we're meeting the members who do want that digital, that electronic service to be available at their fingertips. We have the online banking, the mobile deposit on your phones, where you can access anything you need to do, the same thing as you could do in the branch itself. But we also want to make sure we're not losing that human connection, and that's who we are at the core, is making sure that we're creating those relationships and we're able to kind of go through that journey of life with you. And so if a member wants to come into branch and open up the membership with us, we can help you there, kind of thing. But then we also want to make sure that's available for the members who are maybe more remote or work a different shift. We're currently in the process of installing ITMs, interactive teller machine, into all of our branches. We currently have them in Becker and in St. Cloud right now, and we'll be installing in Albertville next week.
ITMs are a really interesting new technology, right? And so what I like about them is they operate just like an ATM, but with enhanced services. So not just, your standard, hey, I need cash out of the machine, right? But maybe I just got done working at the restaurant, right? And I'm gonna go deposit my tips. I can insert cash into the machine, as well as, right, hey, I just got my payroll check. I'm going to drive by the branch and put it in the machine and get it deposited. Not only is it a machine you can interact with, but you can tap on the screen and one of our member advisors and our virtual team will come on, greet you, and they'll talk you through any transactions that are maybe more complex, can help to do those deposits. I think it's nice because it gives that technology upgrade, but also allows members to access anything they need 24/7.
I love hearing the combination of you offer easy and fast technology, so with the app and some of the online services, but also staying committed to your core of offering that human connection, that building the relationship, getting to know your customer personally.
And so a lot of members, when we first put them in Becker, were a little timid, like, I don't know, I don't want to touch this. So we just walk out there with you and walk right through it with you. So it's super simple, super easy. We always want to make sure that we're keeping that human connection, but still remaining on the forefront of the technological advances. And so making sure that we are offering financial wellness in the community and reaching out to members where they are in that regard is huge. And just kind of going out there and showing them how to access some of our online services.
I think another thing too that like people don't always think about is like in today's society when you go to buy a vehicle, right? Like you used to go talk to your banker, then you'd go to the auto dealership, then you're back to your banker, then back to the auto dealership. And like one of the cool things that the credit union has done just a phenomenal job of, and it's been a great way where our members have grown so much, is we have these indirect dealerships. And so you can just go to a dealership, right, apply right with, you know, the finance manager there and finance through the credit union. And that's where we've seen just a lot of members find the credit union. And then a way that we stay connected to that person, right, is we make call outs, right, to speak to those new members and teach them about some of the other products and services that they might not know about to kind of, you know, create that longer lasting relationship where it's not really a transaction, it's more relational.
That's a really nice touch. You know, those personal phone calls really go a long way.
So you guys said you were like boots down, kind of locally rooted. How do you guys engage with the community and show your support in it?
Good question. Go ahead.
Community involvement is really an important part of who we are. You think about it, our members and the people that we serve are those ones that we live with, work with, we go to the grocery store with, we attend the same sporting events, you know, different things like that in the community. And so involvement in the community in a variety of aspects is important. It's whether or not we're putting our teams and our staff out into the community to volunteer, to work on a service project. If we are out there doing financial wellness in the classrooms, we do a lot of support with local teachers and schools to get into the classroom and just teach things. We host community workshops on a variety of things. And yes, we're a financial institution, so we teach a lot about finances, but we also teach you about other things such as like fraud prevention. How can you better protect yourself when you're using your debit card, when you're using your credit card, when you're online shopping? You know, it's how can we serve our community in other ways other than just financial wellness in the basic sense of it. It's how can we build on that?
Absolutely. I would say, you know, other things that we do, what's called relaxing for a reason, where on Tuesdays we kind of dress down. You know, we like to kind of dress like our members, right? So like you'll notice we're wearing jeans today, and that's kind of our everyday attire. But on a Tuesday, right, we can wear like t-shirts, things like that. Right. And we work with like a nonprofit, right? And so our goal for Relaxing for a Reason is to highlight a nonprofit. We have a really cool app called NetGiver that people can make donations through. We also, especially in Q4, will do like in-kind donations. So I know in Albertville we're working with Rivers of Hope, which focuses on domestic violence. And I think Becker's Angel of Rains, Angel Rains, yeah. So, and we do things like that every quarter to, you know, just make sure that we're connecting with, you know, different businesses, nonprofits, schools, all that kind of stuff. I think just when you make those real human connections in the community is where you start to build those relationships.
Yeah. That approachable, relatable, community impact really goes a long way.
For sure.
How would someone get started if they're thinking about joining the St. Cloud Financial Credit Union?
So that's the awesome thing about the credit union is there's multiple ways to start with us. You can jump online to our website. You can start an application for membership with us online. You can start a loan application with us online. You don't have to be a member to apply for a loan initially. We can work through that process simultaneously with you. You can stop in any one of our branches. We have 5 local branches. We'll sit you down with a member advisor, and they're going to start out by just listening. Like, listen to who you are, where you're at in life, what you're looking for today, and then we're going to tailor something that's suited for you and get you lined up.
Wonderful.
Everybody is unique, right? And that we definitely see that. And so like Heather was saying, you know, kind of having that initial conversation kind of allows us to kind of plug in different products and services that give the member the benefits that they're looking for. We have just an amazing credit card, no fee, flows 9.9%. Most credit cards these days are 28 to 35%. I know that our checking account, you know, just pays people to have their checking account here at 7%. A lot of people don't always like equate what that means, but you know, generally, you know, if people are signing up for e-statements, swiping their debit or credit card with us, we're paying them, no fees. And so a lot of people will sign up specifically with us just for the checking. And to be a member, you just need $5. We put that in your savings, and you'll be able to get that back if you ever decide to, you know, leave us, which we don't like to see, but.
Well, thank you so much for joining us on Chamber Chat today. Business Spotlight with Heather and Nick from St. Cloud Financial Credit Union. Again, thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thanks for having us.
And thanks everyone for tuning in, and we will see everyone next week. Are you ready?
I think
Any more
so.
questions? Do you need to fix your hair at
I
all?
don't know, do I look crazy?
Cole, you feel ready?
I think we're good.
Do you have questions, Cole?
Nope.
We're leaving it in the plant. I like that.
Is there a ransom note or
Did you
ransom
leave
money?
something? Oh, I need to leave the ransom note.
Yeah.
Nope, I just said we're leaving the office to my car, and here we go.